Quabba y'all. So I know y'all not used to all these videos back to back. It's okay. I had a conversation with my mom last night, and I was talking to her about how fucked up it really is that as black people, they're constantly wanting us to forgive, and they preach this fictitious forgiveness along with this fictitious Christianity, but that's something I'm not even gonna get into at this point. But it's always expected. Like during the press conference yesterday, where we got the indictment for the UC officer who shot Sam DuBose in the head and blew his brains out. Um, they asked Sam DuBose's mother, "Are you going to forgive him?" And I take exception to this. I take great exception to this. Why is it that every time something happens to us, one of the first things out of someone else's mouth, out of these mouths of these troglodytes who are constantly doing this stuff to us, is whether or not we're going to forgive? I don't see y'all asking the Jewish, are they going to forgive for the Holocaust? I don't see y'all asking, you know, Latinos if they're going to forgive for the shit that y'all have done down there. Like, why is it constantly on black people to forgive? What exactly is forgiveness? Is it not a brainwashed notion that we thrive on through the church that we constantly talk about but really do not live because we're the only ones who seem to be asked that question and who seem to give out this fictitious forgiveness? I'm pissed, y'all. They constantly, when they shoot up each other, like, you don't hear nobody asking about forgiveness. Hell, if you go right now and you ask them about the DC sniper and whether or not they gonna forgive him, 9 times out of 10, they gonna say no. If you go and you ask whether or not they forgive the dude who shot up the theater in Colorado or in Louisiana, or, you know, even Dylan Roof, go and ask these bastards if they forgive them. 9 out of 10 times, ain't nobody asking or questioning their forgiveness, and that pressure of this fictitious, unrealistic, earth real, utopian forgiveness does not exist for them. Why is it that every time something happens to one of us, that's one of the first things out their mouths, aside from demonizing and criminalizing us after we're already dead and gone, because you know they like to do that shit too. It's always a matter of forgiveness. It's always a matter, and with us, it's always a matter of peace. Be peaceful, forgive, be peaceful, forgive, be peaceful. It never changes. The problem is that I'm having is they only do that to us. And we let them. At some point, we have to say, fuck your forgiveness, fuck your peace, fuck your peaceful protest, fuck all of that. You know why? Because at this point, it's not a matter of forgiveness. Hell, it ain't even a matter of getting even, because let's be honest, that non-ether, that, you know, melanin, that 666, that makes up matter, that makes up us. I'm just going to leave that there because y'all know what that is. They know our power. They have long known our power, which is why they have gone out of their way to steal and plagiarize and imitate and manipulate it to use it against us. When we don't know ourselves, they can say whatever they want to and we'll believe them because we have no knowledge of self. Okay, but this whole idea and concept of forgiveness, ask that to a black person. Well, ask that to a white person who was killed by a black person. Ask that white person if they forgive. Let that be the first question out of your mouth. It's always oh, well, do you forgive? And you should practice forgiveness. And that's not what Jesus would do. First of all, time out, you know, flag on a play and shit. Here's my flag on a play. When we're talking about forgiveness and we're talking about these fictitious characters like Jesus, we have to understand that their origin and their being itself does not exist. So this idea of forgiveness and this concept of turning the other cheek that is based off of this fictitious character also should not exist. We are constantly giving. Oh, I forgive. You got these mothers of these black people who go on TV and one of the first things out their mouth is, oh, I forgive the shooter. Oh, I forgive the police. Why are you forgiving them? They ain't forgave you for being black and you ain't done nothing else. Yet, oh, you so forgiving. No, stop that shit. Quit with all this forgiving shit. Quit with all this peaceful shit. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Wasn't nothing peaceful about them massacring us, raping us, torturing us, taking our land. The fact of the matter is we were so forgiving and so peaceful that we allowed that shit to happen. I bet if we stopped that, that shit would stop happening. I can guarantee you that. It is so unfortunate for my people that we are so brainwashed. Well, I'm not, but a lot of y'all are. So I'll just say we. We are so brainwashed that we forget that without us there is nothing. We forget that we created everything that exists. We forget that we are the original people. We forget these things, and then we offer up this fictitious forgiveness and these prayers to this fictitious being, and it boggles my mind. How long are we supposed to be peaceful? How long are we supposed to keep forgiving? How long? Because I guarantee you, if we were the savages that they said we were, they wouldn't be in Africa now. They wouldn't have any of our resources. We would have never been slaves, and white supremacy would not exist today. But y'all focus on y'all forgiveness, though. And y'all focus on y'all peace. And y'all focus on y'all fictitious Jesus, who ain't never coming back to save you because he ain't real. That's like an imaginary friend. And I know y'all gonna be mad, like, oh, dang, she just went in. But you know what? When you know better, you do better. So I do better, which is why I don't believe in Jesus. Which is why I'm not interested in this peaceful shit. Which is why I'm not interested in this forgiveness or this fictitious concept thereof. Because in reality, we're constantly forced to forgive or pressured to forgive. Yet one of our only flaws is often that we are simply black, and ain't no motherfucker forgiving us for being black. In fact, they hang us for it. They shoot us in the back of the head. They strangle us and call us suicide. They beat us to death. They rape us. They torture us. There are 64,000 black women and children still missing in America today, and nobody cares. But we supposed to forgive. Fuck your forgiveness. Fuck your peaceful protests. Fuck your Jesus, too. At this point, we need to quit buying into their standard of what we should do and who we should be and how we should conduct ourselves spiritually and emotionally when they continue to kill us and, go through extremes in order to exterminate us. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I'm pissed, like I'm livid, because why would you ask a mother that who's about to put her son in the ground? Why is that the first thing out of your mouth? Why is not the first thing out of your mouth, how are you doing? How are you going to continue to build his legacy and to memorialize him without the criminalization? What is going to help you get through this time and the others that are to come without losing yourself or your mind? Why are those not the questions that we ask these black mothers when these troglodytes and Neanderthals and damn Cave Beckys and Neanderthal Toms kill us? Why we keep wanting to put a hand out? You know what happened? When we put our motherfucking hands out, they took our hands, they literally chopped them motherfuckers off, they chained us up, and they took our land. Quit putting your hand out. Quit forgiving. Quit. Just stop. It's real easy because the shit ain't real to begin with. But, read a couple books, you'll find some answers. And by books, I mean not the Bible, because we all know how that goes. Yeah, these are just my thoughts on the whole thing. And with so many police deaths occurring daily, in July alone, I want to say we're up to like 209 police deaths nationally. And the big question is always, are we going to forgive? I'm going to answer for myself and for any other people who feel like me. No, I'm not forgiving. I'm not forgiving. I don't fucking care about your hell that you're going to condemn me to for not doing so. I don't care about my soul not being saved by your fictitious Jesus. I don't care about none of that. I'm not forgiving you. Am I holding a grudge? I ain't forgiving you, so if I guess not forgiving, the opposite of not forgiving is holding a grudge, then I guess I am, but fuck it. I own that shit too. I'm not forgiving you. I'm not here for you. There is nothing that you can do for me that is going to make me forgive you. Like I said before, start going to the range. Date nights, girls' night out, go to the range. I guarantee if we started popping one or two of them with us every time they take one of us, that shit'll stop. Because ain't nothing peaceful about anything that they are doing. There's nothing worth forgiving that they have done. They ain't doing small shit that you can easily forgive. It ain't, petty theft. These are fucking lives we're talking about. These are people who were living, who were loved, who gave love, like, who made an impact. And y'all want us just to forgive? Like, is that easy? I mean, y'all do what you do, but I'm not. I'm not doing that. That's not the way this works. When they want something accomplished, they take it by force. And it is never peaceful and it is never forgiving. This is chess. Beat them at their own game. Use their strategy. Do better, y'all. A hooroo.